Ladies, mental strength is not about never facing challenges. It's about how you rise every time life pushes you down. It's about having the courage to stand tall, the clarity to make the right decisions, and the resilience to keep going even when the world feels heavy. Today, I want to show you how to cultivate that inner power that allows you to thrive, no matter what comes your way. Being mentally strong means understanding that your mind is your most powerful asset. When you control your thoughts, you control your world. It's about embracing challenges, learning from failures, and not letting fear or doubt dictate your life. High mental strength doesn't mean avoiding emotions. It means managing them wisely and using them as tools, not obstacles. A mentally strong person takes full responsibility for their life. They don't blame circumstances, people, or luck for their situation. They understand that the power to change, to improve, and to grow lies within. They approach every setback as a lesson, every obstacle as a stepping stone, and every challenge as an opportunity to prove their strength. Discipline and consistency are crucial. Building mental toughness requires patience, practice, and commitment. It's in the small daily choices. The moments when you choose persistence over giving up, focus over distraction, and courage over comfort, that your strength is truly forged. The mind becomes resilient when it is exercised regularly, just like a muscle. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another cornerstone. Mentally strong people protect their energy by choosing environments, people, and information that uplift them. They minimize negativity, criticism, and toxic influences, understanding that their mental landscape is sacred and needs nurturing. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence are key. Recognizing your triggers, understanding your emotions, and responding rather than reacting strengthens the mind. A mentally strong person doesn't let impulsive feelings lead to regret. They pause, evaluate, and act with wisdom and clarity, making decisions that serve their long-term goals. Mentally strong individuals embrace uncertainty and risk. They know life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. Ah. Instead of fearing failure, they face it with curiosity and courage. They adapt, improvise, and grow stronger through adversity. The ability to remain calm and focused during turbulence is what separates resilience from fragility. Gratitude and mindfulness also play a crucial role. Mentally strong people appreciate what they have while striving for what they want. They anchor themselves in the present, reduce anxiety about the future, and avoid dwelling on past mistakes. A clear and focused mind is a strong mind, capable of facing challenges with balance and perspective. Finally, mental strength is a continuous journey. It is built, refined, and tested every day. Each thought you master, each fear you confront, and each challenge you overcome strengthens your inner core. The stronger your mind, the brighter your life becomes, because mental strength is the key to living boldly, fearlessly, and unapologetically. Remember, your mind is your most powerful ally. Train it, protect it, and harness it. When your mind is strong, nothing in the world can shake you. Taking responsibility is the cornerstone of mental strength. It begins with understanding that your life, your choices, and your reactions are yours and yours alone. A mentally strong woman does not allow herself to be controlled by circumstances, luck, or the opinions of others. She recognizes that blaming external factors may feel comforting in the short term, but it ultimately robs her of power and growth. Responsibility is liberating. It shifts the focus from being a victim of life to being the architect of your own destiny. Embracing responsibility requires self-reflection. You must honestly assess your actions, behaviors, and decisions to identify where you have control and where you need improvement. Mentally strong individuals ask themselves difficult questions. What role did I play in this outcome? How could I have acted differently? What can I do better next time? This process is not about self-criticism, but about clarity and growth. By examining your own role in every situation, you will learn to navigate life proactively rather than reactively. Taking responsibility also means owning your emotions. A mentally strong woman does not let anger, fear, or frustration dictate her decisions. She acknowledges her feelings without becoming enslaved by them. Instead of blaming others for how she feels, she recognizes that her response to situations is within her control. This mindset allows her to stay grounded, make rational choices, and maintain emotional resilience even in challenging circumstances. Responsibility extends to your personal and professional life. A high-functioning, mentally strong woman recognizes that success and fulfillment are products of consistent effort and accountability. She does not wait for opportunities to fall into her lap or expect others to solve her problems. Instead, she takes initiative, follows through on commitments, and accepts the outcomes, good or bad, with maturity. This approach strengthens her confidence and ensures that she is the driver of her life's trajectory. Owning responsibility also means learning from mistakes. Every failure, misstep, or setback is treated as a lesson rather than a reason to quit or blame someone else. A mentally strong woman examines what went wrong, identifies her contribution, and applies those insights to future actions. This self-accountability transforms challenges into growth opportunities, reinforcing resilience and fostering a mindset where setbacks are temporary and learning is constant. Taking responsibility requires courage. It is far easier to point fingers, shift blame, or remain in denial. Yet, mentally strong women choose courage over comfort. They confront the truth about their actions and their consequences, even when it is uncomfortable. This bravery in facing reality not only builds character but also earns respect from others, as it demonstrates integrity and reliability. Accountability in relationships is another vital aspect. A mentally strong woman acknowledges her role in conflicts, communication breakdowns, or misunderstandings. She does not manipulate, gaslight, or evade responsibility to protect her ego. Instead, she engages with honesty, seeks to understand her part, and works towards solutions. This behavior not only strengthens personal connections but also cultivates trust and mutual respect. Finally, taking responsibility is an ongoing practice. Life is dynamic, and challenges will always test your mental strength. A woman committed to responsibility continuously evaluates her actions, decisions, and reactions. By consistently owning her life, she empowers herself to make better choices, maintain clarity in difficult situations, and develop the inner strength necessary to thrive. Controlling your thoughts is the foundation of mental strength. Your mind is constantly generating ideas, fears, and judgments, and learning to navigate these internal dialogues is crucial. A mentally strong woman understands that she cannot always control external circumstances, but she can control how she interprets and responds to them. By mastering her thoughts, she transforms challenges into opportunities and chaos into clarity. Awareness is the first step in controlling your thoughts. You must recognize the patterns that dominate your mind, both positive and negative. Are your thoughts constructive, or do they feed anxiety, self-doubt, or fear? Mentally strong individuals pay attention to these patterns without judgment, understanding that awareness alone is the first stage of empowerment. Observing your thoughts gives you the ability to choose which ones to embrace and which to release. Positive thinking is an essential tool for controlling your mind. A mentally strong woman intentionally cultivates thoughts that inspire action, growth, and confidence. She replaces "I can't what E will find a way" and "this is impossible" with "I will learn from this." This does not mean ignoring reality or avoiding challenges. It means consciously shaping your internal narrative to support resilience and forward momentum. Controlling thoughts also involves managing self-talk. The words you say to yourself carry immense power. Mentally strong women monitor their inner dialogue, replacing criticism and doubt with encouragement and affirmation. Every thought becomes an opportunity to strengthen their resolve, clarify their intentions, and build confidence. Over time, this consistent practice rewires the mind to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for thought control. By dedicating time to quiet reflection or meditation, a woman can observe her thoughts without being swept away by them. This practice develops clarity, emotional regulation, and mental discipline. Mentally strong individuals understand that even fleeting negative thoughts do not have to dictate actions or feelings. They are temporary visitors in the mind, not commands to follow. Controlling thoughts also includes letting go of what cannot be controlled. A mentally strong woman does not ruminate on past mistakes or obsess over uncertain futures. She recognizes that dwelling on what is beyond her influence drains energy and clouds judgment. Instead, she focuses on actionable steps, practical solutions, and perspectives that maintain clarity, composure, and effectiveness. Visualization is another method mentally strong women use to control their minds. By imagining success, positive outcomes, or solutions, they prime their brain to recognize opportunities and pathways that may have otherwise gone unnoticed. This technique strengthens confidence, reduces fear, and helps maintain focus even in high-pressure situations. The mind becomes a tool for empowerment rather than a source of limitation. Finally, controlling your thoughts requires consistent practice and discipline. The mind naturally drifts, doubts arise, and fears emerge. But each time you consciously guide your thoughts back to focus, growth, and positivity, you strengthen your mental resilience. A woman who masters this skill gains clarity in decision-making, composure in adversity, and the power to shape her reality from the inside out. Embracing challenges is at the heart of building mental strength. Life is unpredictable, and obstacles are inevitable, but the way you respond to them defines your resilience. Mentally strong women do not avoid difficulties or shy away from discomfort. They confront them head-on, understanding that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. Challenges are not barriers. They are stepping stones that shape character, refine skills, and reveal inner strength. The first step in embracing challenges is a mindset shift. Instead of seeing difficulties as threats, mentally strong individuals view them as opportunities to learn, evolve, and expand their capabilities. This perspective transforms fear into curiosity and hesitation into action. When you approach challenges with an open and proactive mindset, even seemingly insurmountable problems become manageable and instructive. Resilience is built through repeated exposure to challenges. Each obstacle you face is a test of patience, adaptability, and determination. Mentally strong women recognize that setbacks are temporary and not reflections of their worth or potential. They approach each situation with focus and determination, knowing that persistence through adversity strengthens not only their abilities, but also their confidence and self-belief. Discipline also requires focus. A mentally strong woman learns to direct her attention toward what truly matters, avoiding distractions that drain energy or dilute effort. Focused practice enhances skills, deepens knowledge, and builds confidence in her abilities. By training her mind to concentrate on purposeful actions, she develops the clarity and determination necessary to overcome obstacles and achieve excellence. Consistency is reinforced through accountability. Mentally strong individuals track their progress, evaluate their actions, and adjust strategies when necessary. They take ownership of both successes and setbacks, learning from each experience. Accountability ensures that discipline does not become temporary or superficial. It becomes an integral part of their mindset, creating a sustainable pathway to mental resilience and personal achievement. Practicing discipline and consistency also strengthens emotional regulation. By committing to steady, intentional actions, a mentally strong woman reduces impulsive reactions to stress, fear, or frustration. This steadiness allows her to navigate challenges calmly, make rational decisions under pressure, and maintain a sense of control over her life. Over time, disciplined habits create a mental foundation that is unshakable, even in the face of adversity. Finally, discipline and consistency cultivate self-respect and confidence. Each deliberate action reinforces the belief that she is capable, committed, and resilient. Mentally strong women internalize the results of their efforts, understanding that their achievements are the product of persistence and intentionality. This mindset transforms ordinary routines into a framework for extraordinary mental strength, shaping a woman who is not only capable of handling life's challenges, but thriving through them. Surrounding yourself with positivity is a cornerstone of mental strength. Mentally strong women recognize that their environment, the people they interact with, the media they consume, and the energy they allow into their lives has a profound impact on their mindset. By choosing positivity deliberately, they protect their mental space from negativity, doubt, and unnecessary stress. A supportive environment amplifies confidence, fosters growth, and sustains resilience in challenging times. The first step is being intentional about the people you allow into your life. Mentally strong women seek relationships that uplift, inspire, and challenge them in constructive ways. They distance themselves from toxic individuals who drain energy, criticize without reason, or perpetuate negativity. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage your goals, celebrate your achievements, and offer honest guidance creates a nurturing space where your mind can thrive. Positivity also comes from the media, content, and information you consume. Mentally strong individuals are selective about what they read, watch, and listen to. They prioritize content that educates, motivates, or inspires rather than content that triggers anxiety, fear, or self-doubt. By curating a positive information environment, they reinforce empowering thoughts and maintain mental clarity. Practicing gratitude is a key part of creating positivity internally. Mentally strong women focus on what they have rather than dwelling on what they lack. This perspective shifts energy away from comparison, jealousy, and negativity, cultivating a sense of abundance and contentment. Gratitude anchors the mind in positivity, helping to sustain resilience even in difficult circumstances. Encouragement and affirmation are also vital tools. Mentally strong women speak kindly to themselves and surround themselves with voices that reinforce their worth and potential. Positive affirmations, whether internal or external, help counteract self-doubt, maintain focus, and cultivate a mindset that attracts opportunity and growth. Over time, repeated exposure to positive reinforcement strengthens confidence and inner resolve. Mentally strong individuals also engage in environments that promote learning and inspiration. They participate in communities, workshops, or networks that share values, ambitions, and optimism. Being surrounded by like-minded individuals who challenge and inspire personal growth creates a ripple effect, motivating consistent action, creativity, and resilience. Managing negative influences is equally important. Mentally strong women recognize that some negativity is unavoidable, but they control how much space it occupies in their mind and life. Setting boundaries with pessimistic colleagues, critical family members, or discouraging acquaintances ensures that energy is invested wisely. Protecting mental space is not avoidance. It is a proactive strategy for preserving focus, clarity, and emotional strength. Finally, positivity also emerges from cultivating your own inner environment. Mentally strong women practice self-compassion, celebrate small victories, and focus on solutions rather than problems. They build habits of optimism, reflection, and mindful awareness that create a resilient internal atmosphere. By nurturing positivity both externally and internally, they ensure that their mental landscape remains fertile for growth, strength, and achievement. Developing emotional intelligence is a vital aspect of mental strength. Mentally strong women understand that their emotions are powerful tools, not obstacles, when managed with awareness and skill. Emotional intelligence allows a woman to recognize her feelings, understand their origin, and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By mastering this skill, she maintains control over her inner world, navigates relationships effectively, and approaches challenges with composure. The first step in developing emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Mentally strong women regularly reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. They ask themselves questions like, why do I feel this way? Or what triggered this reaction? Understanding the root cause of emotions enables them to respond with clarity and purpose. This self-awareness transforms emotional reactions into deliberate choices, empowering a woman to act in alignment with her values rather than be driven by impulse. Empathy is a core component of emotional intelligence. Mentally strong individuals cultivate the ability to understand and share the feelings of others without losing themselves in those emotions. They listen actively, observe nonverbal cues, and respond with compassion. By practicing empathy, they strengthen relationships, reduce conflict, and create an environment of mutual respect. Emotional intelligence allows a woman to connect deeply without being overwhelmed by the emotions of others. Managing stress and emotional triggers is another critical skill. Mentally strong women do not let anger, frustration, or fear control their actions. They develop coping strategies such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or reflective journaling to regulate emotions in high-pressure situations. By remaining calm and composed, they maintain focus, make rational decisions, and prevent emotional turbulence from undermining their mental resilience. Emotional intelligence also involves self-motivation. Mentally strong women cultivate internal drive that is independent of external validation or circumstances. They understand what inspires them, set meaningful goals, and pursue them consistently. This inner motivation enables them to navigate setbacks with determination, maintain optimism in adversity, and sustain progress toward personal growth. Their emotions serve as fuel for action rather than barriers to achievement. Interpersonal skills are strengthened through emotional intelligence. Mentally strong women communicate their emotions effectively, establish healthy boundaries, and resolve conflicts with tact and diplomacy. They understand the impact of their words, tone, and body language, ensuring that their interactions foster understanding rather than misunderstanding. Emotional intelligence allows them to influence others positively while maintaining authenticity and respect. Adaptability is another benefit of emotional intelligence. Mentally strong individuals recognize that emotions are fluid and situations constantly change. By observing, understanding, and regulating their own emotional responses, they remain flexible in their approach. They can navigate uncertainty, adjust strategies, and respond effectively to challenges without being overwhelmed by fear or frustration. Emotional intelligence makes a woman resilient in dynamic and unpredictable environments. Finally, developing emotional intelligence requires consistent reflection and practice. Mentally strong women dedicate time to self-examination, learning from emotional experiences, and refining their responses must be fair. They embrace feedback, observe patterns in their behavior, and consciously work to improve emotional regulation. Over time, this skill enhances mental strength, deepens relationships, and empowers a woman to navigate life with grace, clarity, and inner balance.